Who's ready for a market prep vlog? I have officially a couple days more than a month until my next market, so I need to, as usual, get the work done. So first, I am going to start with mass organizing my area because it's driving me crazy. And then after I organize, I'm going to sit down. I have a list, but I'm going to make what's important left on the list that I really need to focus on. And then I'm going to plan out a few days, and then I'll go off of those few days. So that's the plan. So speaking of business, market prepping, plans, stuff like that, I actually have a new product that I'm going to be bringing into my business that isn't crochet. So I've had tendonitis on my wrist since I was like 16, and here recently my wrist has been hurting. So I needed to come up with another item that I could sell that wasn't as much of a repetitive motion on my wrist. So I have been learning how to sew. So my best Etsy seller is my Kindle sleeves, so I'm going to learn how to sew Kindle sleeves, book sleeves, that kind of stuff. I actually have some cutouts for some bookmarks made. I just have to put the interfacing in them and then sew them all together and all that fun stuff. And then along with the sewing aspect, I have been learning how to make plushies. This is a little wonky, however, she's cute. I definitely still have a lot to learn before I can start selling the plushies. I want to make sure that I'm selling quality product just the same as my crochet, so I still have a lot to learn, but I think for my second ever plushie, she turned out pretty good. I mean, just look at that face. How could you not love her, right? Right. So you're gonna see some crocheting in this vlog. You're gonna see some sewing in this vlog. I mean, I have a lot planned. I know that I have to make more of my blind date with the books because I'm completely sold out of those. And those are a pretty big seller for my markets. So I definitely got to make some of those up, so they will be on the list. And then I think that's all the updates. I think that's all the updates. So yeah, I'm gonna start with organizing and then go from there. So I'll see y'all in a bit. Okay, so we're gonna take a moment for vulnerability. This is my corner. It's literally disastrous. So I'm gonna move my chair. Okay, so as you can see, my yarn is semi-organized, but it could be better. I want to organize my sewing cubby, and then I want to organize my Etsy cubby, and then everything else. And then under here is my scrap tote, so I'm going to organize that as well, because I have more skeins that are almost empty that need to go in there. And then from there I also need to clean my entire desk. I have a lot going on from last night, so that needs to be completely cleaned. I need to organize pretty much everything. I'm going to wipe everything down as well, so we're going to do that. And then if we turn the camera here, let's see, if we turn the camera and we lower it, okay, yes, my shoes are right there. Anywho, this towel I'm using for ironing my fabrics, this tote is full of fabric as well. The polyfill box has a lot of finished or need to be stuffed projects in it. And then this tote right here, way down, let's go down a little more, right here is my 6-day star blanket tote, so we're not even going to touch that. That tote is staying exactly how it is. And then that's my safety eye container, so it doesn't need anything done to it. We're going to clean up this cubby right here because it needs to be cleaned up. I need to figure something else for it. And then that should pretty much be the gist of it. It's gonna be a lot of work, but it should be fun. So let's do it, because I love organizing, and it's officially November 1st, so maybe I can get some Christmas lights to decorate with. I don't know, we'll see, but we definitely got to make it Christmassy because I am a huge Christmas fanatic, so it has to happen. We have to Christmasify our area, so let's do it. Okay, so I think to start, I'm going to do my desk first because I want to pull all the half skeins or almost empty skeins off the shelf completely so I can wind them up and put them in their new designated spot. So yes, that's the plan. I'm going to start with the desk and then go from there. This beautiful mason jar of unfinished roses. It decorates my desk. Yeah, it's really pretty though, even if they're unfinished. I try to completely clean off my desk and wipe it down at least once a week because yarn dust in general, the fluff that comes off of it is so bad, especially because I make a lot of plushies, so it just kind of builds up everywhere and it gets so annoying. My mom, I try, okay, to keep things alive. I really do. My mom made me this, and it's got like a little cactus in it. It's looking a little rough. I told her I think I'm gonna have to repot it because it is growing a little too big for this container, but it says Home Sweet Home on it and it's so pretty. Sometimes she'll take them to markets and sell them. If you're a crocheter that's been wanting a yarn winder, I highly recommend the Knit Picks. Simply because you can take the top off when the gears slip on the inside and fix it instead of having to go buy another one. The first one I had lasted me well over a year, and this is actually the new one I've gotten since then, and I've had it for almost 4 or 5 months now. This will be the only yarn winder I buy ever again, is this brand, this style. I got it off of Amazon. I got one of those, like, I don't even have it in here. It was like one of those really, really big ones, and I couldn't figure out how to use it, so this one is perfect. Sits on the edge of my desk, it's out of the way. I love it. I do have a question for those of you who do use Sweet Snuggles Light and Chenille Home Slim. So my black skeins recently have been like really coarse and thick to the point where it's not only hard to crochet with, but it really hurts my wrist a little extra. And then like some parts are thinner and softer, and then other parts are like super thick. Has that been happening to y'all? Because I have a whole skein down here I'm never going to use because it's like that, and I literally can't. I literally can't. Okay, so I got that finished. So next I'm going to take my cake bin. I am going to basically separate, and it's mostly Bernat blanket because a lot of the projects I do are pretty bigger. They need more yarn, so once they get too small, I have to basically search for smaller patterns that would suit that yarn color, or use them for pocket pals, which is usually my go-to because pocket pals, you know, I sell so many of them, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to separate the Bernat from the Sweet Snuggles, and then we'll put it all back in. If I come across skeins that are like far tiny, like this, you know, I'm going to put it in my bag. This was my travel stuffing bag, but it recently broke on me, so now I'm just stuffing all my like tiny skeins. These are perfect for pocket pals because they don't require a lot of yarn, so I automatically know that if it goes in this bag, I can make pocket pals with it. Yeah. This is an entire skein of the Big Twist plush yarn. I started to make a dragon that I'm writing with it, but I quickly realized that I would not have enough of this yarn, and so I frogged it, and I couldn't just stuff it back in the skein, so I caked it up. So that's a whole skein right there, so that's definitely enough for a big project. But like, I never know what to do with these really pretty greens. I don't know. Also, I don't know if y'all remember, but way back in the day when Webkinz was still really popular, they had a Valentine's line that they did, and they had a love frog, and it was like white with hot pink and regular pink speckles on it. This yarn literally screams the love frog, but I already used a lot of it, so I don't have much. It looks like a lot, but it's really like only 80 grams, if that. So I'll find something for it. I think it would look super cute as anything. When I first started using Bernat blanket, I caked all of them up. So you're gonna see a lot of really large cakes in here. I don't know why I did it, I just did it. I don't know. And then like I have like mostly used cakes, so like I'm gonna have to re-cake this one up. So I'm gonna set this somewhere else. I'm gonna set this back on the star blanket tote. This I can already tell you isn't gonna be enough for much of anything, so I'm gonna throw this in that bag along with this purple. This pink is definitely enough for something small. This is really something I'd use for pocket pals, but since it's already in a nice little cake, I'm not going to put it in the bag because the bag is low on room. So I have quite a few of those. I'm sure there's more in the bottom. Like this. There's not much that I can get out of this, especially because of the color that it is. This would be good for antlers. Christmas is coming up, so I might be able to use that for antlers. This was the leftover for one of the Colorama cakes. This is like the last bit of it. It looks white, but it's got a pretty blue tint to it. I don't know. How do y'all store your yarn? Because I used to have a pegboard, but when I moved back in, I left it at my mom's. So, you know, it's at my mom's. Oh, I thought I was out of that color. That's okay. No, we have extra. This is pretty much why I try to go through this relatively more often, because I know I'm about to do a yarn trip for the business and I kind of need to visualize what colors I need. So I like to go through and make a mental note on what I have versus what I don't have much of. There is a lot of Bernat blanket I want to just toss because I'm so sick of the old formula. So now I just have like really nice Bernat blanket and then I have like super rough Bernat and it's like annoying. You know what I mean? It's annoying. I have had this skein of, it's green, I promise, but it looks gray as well. I've had this since I first started crocheting plushies, and for the life of me, I don't know what to make out of it, so it just sits in the bottom of my bin forever, because what do I make with it? What do y'all think? Help. I need to get rid of this. I'm so sick of looking at it. Ooh, we got some leftover. We have some leftover white posh in here. It's in the wrong place. That's supposed to be in my crochet bag. This is one of those blacks that I was telling you about. I had to force myself to use it. It's just so rough. I've also had this pink since I first started crocheting. I'm working there. I'm trying to get rid of it. I don't like to waste yarn. So like I just hold on to it for like forever. And then like brown. What do you make with brown other than like bears and what are you? What am I gonna do with this? It's tiny. Walmart used to sell this. It's so nice. But you have to make like something small with it because there's not a lot here because it's thick. Okay, well that's not a good example. It's thick. So I just hold on to this one too. I don't know. Okay. So it's pretty much all of it. I still have my whites and my reds in there. And then I'll pull out this variegated pink to show you guys. This one, I'm slowly working through it as well. Oh look, a diamond. So I've got my white in here. I've got my reds. I'm gonna put this on the side. Okay, so I try to do it by color, so like each stack is a color. So next to the red, I'm gonna go ahead and put the grays and the neutral colors. I'm gonna put this with the grays because it's the frosting. And I don't have room with the white to put it on there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the brown there as well. So I actually put, no. We do have black, so I'm gonna put the black with them. Squeeze it in there. Okay. So on top of the pink, I'm gonna put this one and this one. because it's the variegated, so it's right next to the red, so it's fine. I'm gonna put the orange next to that because there's not room on top. And then I'm gonna do pretty pink. And then we'll put the purples on top of that orange. I don't use orange a whole lot, that's why I don't, as I have oranges back here. I don't use that orange a lot, so I'm still trying to find projects for it. I'll put the greens next to the orange. Okay, I'm just gonna put the rest of these in there. Okay, so the way that I did it, I have a little cubby in the middle of it, right here. I'm gonna start putting the Sweet Snuggles light in that spot. Usually I would try and one-side it versus the other side, but because I haven't been working on scrappy animals lately, so I have a lot in here. That's okay, because it will get used, it always does. I go through these more than half-used cakes, more than I think I do, so it's always good to have them because when I don't really want to think about a project, I can just grab it and then whatever comes to mind, I'll make that pretty much. I do miss my pegboard because in order to see, you know, the colors on the bottom, I have to pull everything out and then it gets super messy, and that in itself is pretty frustrating. But I'm doing the best that I can with what I have. And then the rest of this is kind of just like pocket pal yarn, so I'm just gonna throw it on top because that's what I make the most of from here. I have been making scrappy bears every now and then, so that also does help. And then I'll just pop my bag on the very top, and I'm going to put it back under the desk. And then right next to that under the desk, I have my 5-pound box of polyfill. So that is under my desk. That's that simple. It's never really a difficult thing to organize. So I guess from here, I pretty much organized my Sweet Snuggles while I was pulling them down. So I'm just gonna color organize my Bernats that I have right here, and then we'll move to our middle section. So I'm gonna do that and then I'll come back and check on y'all because it's like 13 minutes long anyway, so this is gonna be a long video. Popping back on here because I told y'all that it's Sweet Snuggles Light and Bernat, and while it is, I do have a skein of the Mainstays chenille yarn that my mom got me. It was on clearance for $4, so I have it in there because it's a very similar texture. So that's why it's in there, but this is Mainstays. I don't know if they're still selling it, but the color is teal, I guess. That's what the tag says. Oh yeah, teal multi. It's very pretty. I'm seeing the dragon with it. And then she also got me this one on clearance for $5.50. And we both agreed this needs to be a bear. So I'm going to be making a bear out of this. So when you see these yarns come by, you know what's being made with them. A dragon and a bear. It's going to be awesome. I don't know what dragon yet. I don't know a bear yet, but that's what these are going to be. Okay. I'm back already. I haven't finished, obviously. So I do have a cubby down, can't really see it, of overflow yarn, so I'm gonna put both of these vintage whites down there because there's no reason for me to take up an entire cubby with white right here. So these are gonna go in the overflow cubby down below, and then I'll put my last few skeins up there. And when I'm done putting everything on the shelf and organizing, I'm gonna make a list because I think I'm going tomorrow, so that way I can grab the other colors I need. Like, I know I need more pink because I don't have pink except for my spotted pink you've seen and my tiny little cakes of pink. So that's what I'm gonna do. Also, they're no longer making this colorway, and it's a bestseller for me, and that's so devastating. At least from what I've been seeing and have been told, so that's really sad. And this is terracotta. This is orange. This is bright orange. I don't freaking know. Anywho, I'm gonna finish. So before I move on to my miscellaneous shelves that are over here, let me loosen this so I can just easily turn, you guys, that are over here, I'm going to work on my acrylic shelves, and then once I get that situated, then I'll work on everything else. So let's stick with yarn and then others. Yeah. Okay, so I made some changes. I took my, I don't even want to call them whips because they're never going to get finished most likely. I put them down in the overflow cubby, and I moved my overflow cubby right here. So basically it has all my velvet yarn for scrunchies, those off-whites I was telling you about. It has an agave and agave, however you say it, green Sweet Snuggles Light, and then my posh skeins. I don't know why I'm out of breath. I'm being dramatic. So these are done. I don't know what this cubby is going to be. We're just going to leave it empty for right now. That's the plan. So now we're going to work on these. Yeah, and then I'll check back in with y'all. Okay, so I did fix everything up. So I cleaned this area up. I took my first ever plushie down. I'm gonna put that back up, and then these two babies right here, they're actually ready for the market, so I'm gonna put them in the market tote. And then I moved my Etsy shop stuff up here, and then some granny squares I need to finish. These are handmade yarns, so I'm not mixing them in because those are going to be for personal projects. I pulled that basket out of this cubby. That's a tapestry I'm working on, and then the dragon I'm designing. So we're going to leave those there. We got Bob Ross chilling with the fur yarn right here. So that is pretty much it for the organizing. So I'm going to take care of the stuff that I pulled from that area. Okay, so I'm going to finish taking care of everything that I pulled out, and then I'm going to sit down with y'all and make the to-do list. Yeah, I'm going to make the to-do list and go from there. I'm sitting a little far over, so I keep hitting my yarn winder, so apologies for that because we're at that point of the day where the sun really just wants to be in my face. So I got my notebook here. Okay. I am going to pull up my spreadsheet that has all of my current inventory in it. I have sold a few things since then, but I'm not even going to worry about removing those things right now because it wasn't much. And then we're going to write down what I still really need to make. I know that dragons are a must because I don't have many dragons. So I sold like $300 last weekend worth of stuff, so I'm currently sitting at about $3,700. I have roughly, I think I sold like 7 Pocket Pals last weekend. And I know I'm doing a market this weekend as well, like my small weekend markets. So I'm definitely going to put Pocket Pals on the list because you can never have enough of your $5 item. So I'm going to put Pocket Pals. And this is going to be a list going up until the event. So December 7th is the day of the event, but we're going to leave December 5th because we have to go all the way out to Chicago for it. So really, this is up until December 5th. So I'm really getting close to my cutoff time. We've got a little more than a month left, literally a month and like 4 days. So, Pocket Pals, I put pockets. We're gonna say times 20 to 30. 50 is my goal, but I know that I have at least 3 more smaller markets until then. My grandma's having surgery next weekend, so I know I'm not working. So we're gonna shoot for 20 to 30 Pocket Pals. Keychains, I have 9. I know that for sure, so I am gonna go ahead and change that number in here. I usually try and have 20, that's $200 worth, but recently I haven't been feeling like making keychains, so I'm gonna at least shoot for 10. 10 keychains is more doable than 19 more or whatever. 11 more. I should just do the 11 more. I'm gonna put keychains, and then I'm not gonna put a number next to it. I'll put as many as you can. A make, I guess. Bees are next on my list. I did just recently get yellow, however I don't have a bunch of black. So while I'm doing this, I'm gonna write the colors I know for sure that I need. So we're gonna put Sweet Snuggles. I put sweets. What's with that? I know for sure I need black. So I've got that on my list. So here's what I need to buy. Definitely need more bees because I sell so many bees. The bees that I make are my own pattern, which is a video on my YouTube. I also have a written PDF file for it on my Etsy, so if you're interested you can go to there as well. And then I also have the pattern on my Ribbler. So, no shortage of my bee pattern, promise. Pigs, I'm not going to make any more of because I've had these 2 pigs for like 4 months now, so I'm not even going to worry about pigs. Alright, so we're getting into dragons. Up first is Thor, so that is the mini version of Odin. I want at least 3 of those. So we'll put Thor times 3. Next up is Winnie. I have one of her. I know she's not going to sell before this event, so we're not even going to make another one. Next up is the Snuggle Dragon by... What are you doing, computer? Who is the Snuggle Dragon by? Mama Stitch Eddie. Mama Stitches Eddie. I think that's her pattern. I know I have 2 Snuggle Dragons, but that's the one I'm talking about, I think. No, I have that laying dragon, I think. Okay, so that's the Snuggle Dragon, so that's the really, really, really big one. I want at least, I would love to have 2, however I don't know if I'm going to have enough yarn to do that. So I'll put 2, but I definitely need 1. So I'm going to put 1 to 2. Delphi the Dragon, I love that pattern. It's beautiful, it's amazing. I'm not going to put her on the list though. So we're going to move on to Odin, our mushroom dragons. I make both a version in Thor and Odin itself. So I'm going to put mushroom dragon, and then below it I'm going to put baby. So I definitely want to have 2 of each because I always take 1 set and the first set always sells within like the first hour. So I'm going to take 2 this time. I really should take more, but I do have a lot that I have to prioritize, so I don't want to overdo it for myself. I would like to take a regular Odin, so I'm just going to write Odin, and then 1. Let's see, we have Penelope the dragon. I'm not going to put her down. And then we have Cato. Am I saying Cato right? I don't know. But Cato the dragon. I do have a Bernat version, so I definitely would like to make a Sweet Snuggles Light version. However, I'll put it on my list, and if I don't get to it, I won't be too heartbroken because I'm really trying to prioritize the yarn that I have for the projects I need. So we'll put Cato Sweet Snuggles 1. Next up is Astra the dragon. She is one of my best-selling dragons, so I'm gonna try and make 5 of her. It's really hard because I make so many different kind of dragons now, so I try to give all of them an equal chance, but I have to really pick and choose, so it is kind of complicated. Next up is Baphomets. So in my Sweet Snuggles Light version, I always take 3, and I always sell out of those 3, so this time I'm really going to shoot for 3 to 4. I would love to hit that 5th one, but I don't know if it's realistic, so I'm just going to put 3 to 4. If I can't get to that 4th one, I know that it's okay. Three to 4, and that's for the Sweet Snuggles one, so I definitely want to take some acrylic ones. I know I have one made. So I'm going to write Bath with an A next to it for acrylic. Bath A. I would like to take at least 2 versions of an acrylic version of the Baphomets. Next up is dinosaurs. The only dinosaur I'm going to take is the Teeny Terror Dino. TTD. I'm gonna write out dino, so TT dino. I would like to take at least 5. They're really quick to work up. Next is cows. So definitely gonna take some butterscotches because that's my own pattern. I always try to take my own creations as well. So if someone's like, "Oh, who created this?" I'm gonna be like, "Me, I designed it," you know? Yeah, so butterscotch I would like to take at least 3 of. And then for standing cows, I want at least 3. Okay, on to turtles. Turtles. And then big turtle. I would like at least 10 smaller turtles and 3 larger turtles. Steampunk bunnies. Steampunk bunny. I would like at least 3 of those. And let's see what's next. I'm not even gonna write down the winter stuff or the bags. They're mowing right now. It's fantastic. Okay, so this is a good general list. I know I definitely need more than what's on this list, but this is a good starting point. I might only have enough time to do what is on the list. It's a hot mess, but at least I know what to go off of pretty much. If I have extra time, I would like more dragons, and if I have extra time, I definitely would like some like dragons. I would like more dragons. I always sell my dragons really well. Cats. I need to put loaf cats on here because loaf cats sell. of cats. I would like at least 10 more of each, so that goes for the kittens as well. So I'm going to put times 10 under both of those, and then I'm going to cut my list off there. So I just did the math. I need to make roughly 16 plushies for the next 4 weeks in order to meet this goal. I just thought that was a fun fact I'd share with y'all. I did make my list, so I'd like to at least get 10 pocket pals done, 3 dragons done, and all the turtles done this week, so I don't have to worry about turtles anymore. And then the only other thing on this list is my market prep vlog and to edit and post it. So I'm gonna get to work. Yeah, probably gonna work on some pocket pals. Something simple. My kids will be up soon, so that's the plan. That's the plan. So it's currently 3:03. I got 2, 4, 6, and 7 pocket pals done. I'm gonna stop here because my wrist is starting to hurt and I gotta start dinner prep and clean the house some. So we got 7 done, 3 more for the week. We're on a good roll because we're starting before our week, so that's good. Yeah, so I'll see y'all for the next update. This was probably the worst week possible to record this video. It's Monday. I didn't do anything yesterday because I had the market yesterday. Saturday though, I did get all the parts made for an Odin the Dragon. I did get all the parts made for an Odin the Dragon. I made his tail way longer than the pattern called for because I was trying to use this whole skein, and I pretty much did. This is all I have left of it. Perfect amount for a pocket pal. So I have all the parts made for him. So I have to assemble him tonight. And then tomorrow is voting day, so I have to go vote. I'm gonna talk really fast because my daughter's awake and she got a new toy. It's a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse one. She keeps playing it. I really don't want to be copyrighted. So I will probably do more recording footage as I'm working instead of physically talking to y'all, because when they're awake, Mickey Mouse is usually on. So I have done some work. I got one of the dragons almost done. I did make 5 turtles. However, I sold 3 of those turtles. So technically I only have 2 out of the 13 I wanted to make. So also, I forgot to mention when I was on here earlier, rush talking y'all. I did do my yarn shopping. I did it online and I plan to go pick it up tomorrow after I go vote. So not only is this a market prep vlog, but it's gonna be a yarn haul vlog. I'm super excited. I don't know if y'all remember if I ever posted it, but I said that I was gonna weed out my Sweet Snuggles light, but I was unsure if I was actually gonna do that. Yeah, I didn't do that. I ended up getting like 12, I think it was 12 skeins for like $79. And I'm super excited because, who am I kidding? I love my Sweet Snuggles. And by the way, this is not just Sweet Snuggles, this is Sweet Snuggles Light, but I'm not about to say light after every time I say Sweet Snuggles, so just automatically know that when I say Sweet Snuggles, I mean Sweet Snuggles Light. So, yeah. I wrote out my to-do list for the day. This yarn, Mainstays yarn, is so hard to work with. I'm never working with it again. That's why I wanted to just go ahead and finish it up with that dragon. That's why I used the entire thing for it. But I wrote out my to-do list. So I want to assemble Odin, start Darla the dragon, and then I want at least 6 pocket pals done by the end of the day. My goal is 5 hours at least of work, only because it's already so late in the day, and I try not to crochet a whole bunch when my babies are up because I like to be present. However, my daughter is snacking and distracted, and as you can hear, my baby boy down here, he is very much occupied in my eyesight. So I'm trying to get some in while I can. I still have to cook dinner and everything, so you know, I might not get the 5 hours like I'm hoping for, but it's definitely, eyebrow switching, a goal. Also, I downloaded this app to clock my hours. It's literally called Hours Tracker, and like you can have like your hourly rate and everything, because I want to start timing the work that I'm putting in a day, because I don't want to keep overworking myself, and I can't afford to underwork. So I figured this would help me stay accountable. My daily goal is supposed to be 8 hours a day. I'm trying to treat this like a real job. Of course, having the 2 little ones, it is a little bit harder to do. So this is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I messed up back here. Oh no. This is a trial. So, you know, we're just gonna work with it. We're gonna do the best we can with what we've got. So that's what I'm gonna do. I planned out next year. I know what 6 locations I'm gonna be vending the Oddities event at. So in order for me to make that work, I really have to get not only ahead of my stock, but I need to figure out a way to be able to manage that much stock, because so 4 out of 6 of the events are 2-day events, and I want to make sure that I have enough stock to be able to do 2-day events. So really gotta figure it out. And I don't think I've talked with y'all about this before, but I am gonna be bringing in sewing as an additional product. So I'm gonna be doing book sleeves, Kindle sleeves, plushies. I think I talked about this in the beginning of the video. I honestly cannot remember. That way my wrists can take a break, because they've really been hurting. Like, this yarn is killing my wrist. But anywho, I just thought I'd give y'all that small update. How did it still end up wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It didn't. I'm just crazy. Oh, that was such a close call. This is what we had left. Thank gosh. Thank goodness. Never ever going to be working with for that again. I'm going to have to tell my mom to steer clear of it. I'm so thankful that she does go out and search for the clearance yarns and stuff, and a lot of times it's really helpful. Like, she does really good. This color is so beautiful and I was so excited for it. It feels a lot like the old Bernat yarn that's really thick and coarse, and just it really does a number. So pocket pile number 1 complete. And this will go in the stuffing bin because I'm not gonna do nothing with that. So I'm gonna get back to work. No key cat. Finally, days and I'm so overstimulated today that I do not have the patience for the sun beam on my face. We're gonna do it over here. So I didn't record at all yesterday. Yesterday was November 5th. As I told y'all, I was going to vote, so I drove up to my mama's house because that's my current address for my voter registration card. So I drove up there, I voted, I went to Krispy Kreme, I got my free donut, and then I ended up staying majority of the day there. So by the time me and the babies got home, my husband got off of work, so I didn't want to go to Michael's because he would have beat me home and I didn't want him to beat me home. So I went today, finally picked up my order. So I have my order now. I got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 skeins. I paid $6.16 for all of them. 12 items, $6.12 each. I'm so happy. I have been dying to go yarn shopping and I just haven't had the means to go do it. So we had the opportunity, I took it. Life is too expensive right now, even if it is for a business. So I'm really hoping that these people were really kind to me and gave me good quality Sweet Snuggles light, because that's all that I got. Because I have these 2 cubbies and I usually have this whole white shelf full of Sweet Snuggles. So you can tell it's been a long time. Alright, so first up, I'm not impressed. Sweet Snuggles, oh well, this is Chenille Home Slim technically. Needs to get it together because this is, see, this one's really nice. Okay, so I think it was this video that I was ranting about the Chenille Home Slim black and how it's been really coarse and not evenly textured. So this one is normal, right? So this one feels amazing. It's not different weights at different spots. Like, I feel like this isn't gonna hurt my hands at all. However, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but this one is the complete opposite. It's like super coarse, but it is thin. So maybe it won't be too bad. The other ones I've gotten have been like super thick and it's so hard to crochet with. So I got 2 blacks, one not so good, one really good. Okay. Next, I got, there was 2 in here. Okay, so for duplicates, I got the black, and then in Chenille Home Slim as well, I got Skyway. I got 2 of these because they are stunning. I love them. Okay, now the rest are individuals. We have, oh my goodness, we have, I think this is Combo. Green, we have the dark green. So pretty, I love this one. Did they change their formula? Because these all feel so much thinner. They are, hold on. Okay, so this is an older one. And I don't mean like old as in years old. I mean like old as in a couple months. Okay. So this is what I've been getting. And this is what I have now. So yes, they are different. You can tell. What's with that? Did they change their formula? It feels nicer. I like it more like this. Even the Skyway is like the dark blue I just showed you. That's so strange. I don't know. So I got dark green, which is so pretty, so pretty. I got, I think this is blush. This is rose. I still have one down here, but I have to make mushroom dragon, so I had to get another one. This is the agave, however you want to pronounce it, green. This is my pickle color and my mushroom dragon color. Then I got some more of this because I absolutely love this colorway. It's so beautiful. It's called Black Tweed. That's it for one bag. Moving on, I love this color. What is this called? Ice Green. I have white up there, but you can never have enough white, so I got another white. Look at that. Can y'all see the texture difference? I think you can. It kind of reminds me of, what yarn does it remind me of? Yeah, so it is different. So if you see on the pink, instead of it going around like, instead of it going around the thread on the inside, see, it's nice and round and even, it's like a strip. It's almost like how they make Bernat blanket. See? So it's definitely thinner. That's gonna affect the sizes of my plushies. It's so weird. Okay, anywho, this is Barely Pink. And then I got a lavender, which is the same way. Okay, if y'all know anything about this, please update me because I am beyond confused. I mean, did they change it? I haven't bought Chenille and Sweet Snuggles Light in so long. That's really crazy because if that's what they're gonna do now, I need either more yardage or they need to lower their price. That's crazy. I have mixed feelings about that. Okay, so I got ice green, right? We got ice green, lavender, Barely Pink, the Black Tweed, 2 of the Skyways, the dark green, the regular green, we got black, and we got rose. So that's my yarn haul. If y'all know more about it, seriously though, please update me, because I am lost. I am so confused right now. They feel lighter too. Like the ones that are like this, they feel a lot lighter than, I don't know. Anywho, I'm gonna put this away and then, I don't know. Oh, I do want to show y'all. My dragon's gone. I made Darla. She was sitting on my desk. I left and now she's gone. What in the heck? Where did I put her? No way I misplaced her like that. She's huge. She's massive. Am I blind? No, she's definitely not here. I'm gonna go find my dragon. And so I checked my messages and I definitely made this dragon, so I'm not crazy. So my daughter must have run off with it somewhere, so it's somewhere in the house. But it's big. I made Darla out of Bernat blanket, so she's like massive. And she's this color. So she has her hiding really good. Well, I was gonna show her to y'all, but I guess I'm gonna put this yarn away and wait for my son to wake up to check his room, but I had a dragon go missing. It gives a whole new meaning to it. Grew legs and walked away, huh? I don't know if I was recording that whole time. Okay, well, I got my yarn on my shelves. Still haven't found the dragon. I'm gonna go clean the house. Okay. Okay, so y'all know how, oh my god, the lighting. Y'all know how I told you I was cleaning my house and I found the dragon. So my daughter has this kitchen. She put Darla in jail. So here's the dragon. Here's the dragon I made. She's super pretty. I did change her up some from the pattern. Let me put y'all back on my stand. Oh my gosh, I'm so white. Okay. So now that we have found Darla, here she is. She's a little squished. Sorry. Hairs. Anywho, so here she is. She's big. I did change the tail. You're supposed to have the tail going straight up like this, and it's a lot shorter. I added a whole bunch of length to the tail and I had it going straight out. But here she is, or he, I don't know. Pretty eyes that I painted myself. So now y'all can see why I was thinking I was crazy, because this is a big dragon to just go missing. But we found her. Or him. The dragon has been found. And has been rescued from the kitchen jail. Okay, I'm gonna go back to cleaning. I don't know if y'all will be able to hear me well because I have my washer, my dryer, and my dishwasher going. But I worked on my to-do list, so today I wanted to finish Darla, which I did. Assemble Odin because I didn't get it done the other day. I want to at least make all the parts for 3 of my butterscotch decals, and then I want to work on and hopefully finish this Baphomet that I'm in the middle of doing. And then I need to get Darla's materials into the spreadsheet so I know how much she's going to cost. So I'm going to work on that until the babies are up, and then I don't know. We'll see. So that's the plan. That is the plan. Put that right there so I can see it. I know y'all can probably hear Miss Rachel in the background. Just ignore Miss Rachel, but I have all the parts for my first butterscotch made. I just need to put the eyes on, stuff it, and sew it all together. But I'm going to pause here for a while, hang out with my little buddy in there, and then probably start cooking dinner. My hair is still wet and I look like a mess, but it is officially Thursday, November 7th, and today is supposed to be my last day of filming. So I'm sorry there wasn't as much crocheting as I hoped there would be in this market prep vlog, but I did. My crochet friend sent me a picture of something on Instagram last night. I'll look for who posted it and I'll put it in like a little box or whatever, but I made this last night. It's a little candy skull. It's so cute. I used the sparkly yarn. I started another one last night and I'm using this for the little eye flowers. They don't even take that long. Right now I'm sitting at like 34 minutes I think for that one. The part that takes the longest is literally embroidering the face details, but it's so cute. I literally love it so much. I want to keep one for myself. Put it on my shelf because that's literally so cute. So that's what I'm currently working on. I am doing so terrible at keeping up with my to-do list. I don't know. I try so hard. I'll make a to-do list and I like completely scratch it. So this is what we're working on. Probably definitely the rest of the day. So I have to go take my sister to lunch. She has a field trip on my base and her colonel said it was okay. So I'm gonna go to McDonald's and get us like a bunch of chicken nuggets. I'm gonna have lunch with her and then we'll come back. The babies will go down for their nap and I will film a bunch of content for this video. I promise. I promise. I'm working on it, guys. It's been such a crazy busy week. Oh, it's been so crazy. And then my grandma, she goes into the hospital for surgery this weekend. So I'm not gonna be doing a weekend market. So maybe I'll do another crochet vlog for next week as well. That way y'all have more crochet content. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do for my video next week. Let's see. It's probably a tutorial. I've been splitting it up like that. Oh, okay. Next week's video was to organize my yarn / business area, which we did in this video. So next week, I guess, will be a free video of my choice. So if y'all have ideas for next week that you'd like to see, let me know in the comments. If I don't get responses, I'll probably just wing it. Maybe I'll do like a crochet challenge or something. Okay, I got my sister's lunch order, and then my brother's lunch order, and then my brother's girlfriend's lunch order, because they're all in GRTC, so yeah. So I'm gonna get the babies ready, go get the McDonald's, and then I will update y'all again after they lay down for their nap. Yeah, I'm trying my best with this video, guys. I'm so sorry. It's so much chaos and craziness, and it's been fun though. I've had a lot of fun with this one, so yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back. Okay, so I am back from lunch with my sister. That was fun. Between the time that we spoke last and now, I've got some ideas for next week's video. I'm thinking maybe a Christmas like gift giving guide for crocheters or for crocheters to give to people. Maybe even like a Christmas holiday inspiration, wintertime inspiration video, or crocheter tries knitting. So we'll see. We'll see what I'm feeling next week. It will be posted same on Friday around 12:30 is what I've been trying to do. So I'm gonna try and film as much as I possibly can before tonight, and then I'll edit it tonight. My daughter has a doctor's appointment in the morning, so I'm gonna drive up to my mom's house, I'm gonna take Avery, I'm gonna take my daughter to her appointment. After that, I'm gonna chill out at my mom's house for a while because my grandma has her surgery tomorrow, so I want to be closer just in case. So that's my plan for tomorrow, but I don't know how busy next week's gonna be, so that's why I'm trying to figure out other ideas other than the another market vlog. We've got, how many more weeks do I have left of prep? Calendar. So I have 1, 2, 3.5-ish weeks to finish prepping for my December event. The stress. So yeah, you know what? I'm not even gonna worry about that right now. I'm just gonna crochet. definitely messed this one up, but I do not have the patience to redo it. It's still cute though. So I had to go back and add this one, but it's still cute. Sun has come out. You can tell there is sun. Odin is done. All the pieces are sewn on, completely stuffed, looking cute. I have to take a lint roller over him because my white shed all over him. So, this is the mainstays yarn that I was complaining about. He is really cute, and I do love this colorway. I'm just so sad it hurt my hands so much because I would use this all the time. It's so cute. It was literally the perfect color for Odin. Odin was meant to be made with this yarn. I mean, look at that face. Oh my god. Look at that face. He's big. He's long. I'm obsessed. I am so happy with how this Odin turned out. He's cute. Love him. I know he's gonna go so fast. Okay. I'm thinking next. I'm kind of feeling really tired, but I know I need to work. So I think I don't really want to start another big project today. So I'll probably just make another one of the skulls. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe, we'll see. I don't know, let me figure it out and I'll update y'all on what we're gonna do. So late. 10:54, and I just finished editing the vlog, but I realized I never recorded a outro, so I'm gonna show y'all what I did finish and then we're gonna close it out. So here's the orange one y'all see me working on. It's officially done, and then I did do another one. I did a green and yellow one. And I started a snuggle dragon, but I realized that I hadn't edited the video yet, so I only got like 3 rounds into that. So this is definitely a long vlog. Granted, majority of it was organizing and cleaning my area, but there was more crochet content than I had originally thought that I had, so it's like movie length, so that's pretty cool. But anywho, I hope that y'all enjoyed the video, and I will see y'all next Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys. Oh, and happy crocheting.